Hello, I'm Eric Apple, Principal and Founder of Eric Apple Law. Welcome to another edition of our Blogpod. Today, we're talking about Medicare, Medicaid, and planning for long-term care. Medicare, Medicaid. Many people are confused about the difference between the two, especially as they pertain to the challenge of paying for expensive long-term care. This is not surprising. The two programs sound similar and both provide for medical care. Let's start with a brief definition of each program. Medicare is an entitlement program. Everyone who reaches the age 65 and is eligible to receive benefits from Social Security can also receive Medicare. Medicaid, on the other hand, is a public assistance program. It is designed to help people with limited income and assets pay for medical care. Recipients of Medicaid assistance must meet certain income and asset guidelines. Another fundamental difference between the two programs is that Medicare is run entirely by the federal government, whereas Medicaid is a joint federal-state program. Each state has its own Medicaid system, which helps explain why eligibility rules differ from one state to the next, and why a few states use different names for Medicaid, such as Medi-Cal in California and Mass Health in Massachusetts. Whatever a state's program is called, to receive money from the federal government, it must adhere to federal guidelines. Typically, the federal government pays for approximately one-half of a state's program, with the state itself paying for the rest. Medicare, by and large, does not cover long-term nursing home care. For example, Medicare Part A will only cover up to 100 days in a skilled nursing facility for a particular illness, and only after the patient has spent at least 3 days in a hospital. Worse, from day 21 to day 100, the individual in the nursing facility must make a copayment. Few people actually receive Medicare coverage for the full 100 days, in part because of the copay, and in part because restrictions and conditions for coverage are quite stringent. Medicaid, on the other hand, does cover long-term nursing home care for people who meet its income and asset limits. 100 days, 1 year, 5 years, Medicaid will pay for the care as long as the recipient is eligible. Given the high cost of nursing home care, the lack of affordable alternatives, and the restrictions inherent in Medicare coverage, Medicaid is now the single largest payer of nursing home stays in the United States. So, can you get assistance from Medicaid to pay for nursing home care? If your income and assets are less than your state's guidelines, you are already eligible. If your income and assets exceed state limits, you have to take the appropriate steps to become eligible. The sooner you take these steps, the better, and you have to be careful. For example, you can't simply give your stuff away a few weeks before entering a nursing home and expect Medicaid to pay for your stay. When you apply for Medicaid, any gifts or transfer of assets made within 5 years of the date of application are subject to penalties. This is known as the look-back period. And what is the penalty? It is the amount of time during which the person transferring the assets will be ineligible for Medicaid. This penalty period is determined by dividing the amount transferred by what Medicaid determines to be the average private pay cost of a nursing home in your state. While Medicare can help pay for a short-term stay in a nursing home, Medicaid can pay for long-term care. Through proper planning, you can obtain assistance from Medicaid to pay for nursing home care and protect your hard-earned assets in the process. In certain instances, people may qualify for both Medicare and Medicaid and are called dual eligibles. If you have Medicare and full Medicaid coverage, most of your health care costs are likely covered. Whatever your circumstances and potential eligibility, the bottom line is, the sooner you start planning, the better your chances of getting the care you need while protecting most, if not all, of your assets. Stay tuned for our next blog pod, and in the meantime, if you'd like to find out more about Medicaid and asset protection, please feel free to visit our website at ericapplellaw.com, where you can learn more, give us a call, or drop us a note. Until next time, thank you for joining us here. Please like, subscribe, and share so we can help you and your loved ones become more informed, and we can work together to live more powerfully into the future.